Hello, welcome to the BT360 podcast, What's Up in Business Travel, a weekly podcast where we update you on what's up this week in the world of business travel. This podcast is great for those who need to know what's happening, all in less than 15 minutes. My name is Ash. Let's get started. It is Monday, July 7th, and we've completed week 26 of 2025. Have you taken advantage of all the status match and bonus point offers that the airlines and hotels are promoting? The World of Hyatt is offering up to 16,000 bonus points, but only if you register in advance. We do all the work of tracking the deals so that you can benefit from these bonus miles, points, and status match benefits when they're announced. All you have to do is visit the points or status match page on businesstravel360.com to access them all. Now, let's get to the headlines. A solid majority of companies said that they plan to maintain or increase business travel spending this year, and many are tightening policies to save money rather than imposing wider travel restrictions. This is according to the annual SAP Concur Global Business Travel Survey. The survey, which includes responses from 700 travel managers across 7 markets, almost 4,000 business travelers across 26 markets, and 600 CFOs across 6 markets, was fielded from April 30th through May 12th. Across all the respondent types, about 60% said that their company typically makes travel budget cuts in the form of small changes to all trips rather than a wider policy change. And 87% of business travelers said that they have seen such cuts over the previous 12 months. The most frequently cited cut in the survey was an extra overnight stay to prevent long travel days and the use of premium air classes, each of which was cited 30% by travelers. Amid those cutbacks, 87% of business travelers said that they would pay out of their own pockets to add additional perks to business travel. Among the most frequent items travelers are willing to take on as personal expenses included accommodation upgrades, 38%, adding room nights to avoid long travel days, 35%, and premium seating, 30%. The willingness, however, varied by region, with 99% of respondents from India and 91% from the US saying that they would pay out of their own pocket to improve their business travel experience, compared with just 66% from France, 73% from Japan. Younger travelers are more likely to spend their own money on business travel, with 93% of Gen Z travelers indicating that they would do some, compared with just 62% of baby boomers. The global leisure travel market is expected to triple in value by 2040, reaching $15 trillion. This is according to Boston Consulting Group's new report, and India is listed as the country expected to drive the surge. Domestic leisure travel is expected to reach $12 trillion by 2040, while regional travel will triple to over $2 trillion, according to the report. International leisure travel is expected to grow the fastest, however, it will still hold the smallest share, around $1.4 trillion. BCG added that the next wave of travelers is originating from emerging markets such as China, India, Saudi Arabia, and Vietnam. In its report, BCG reported that India experienced moderate to strong growth in leisure travel spending from 2019 to 2024, suggesting a quick recovery from COVID-19 related impacts on travel. It is projected that for Indian travelers, domestic, regional, and international overnights will rise by 3%, 4%, 6% respectively every year. Wizz Air is the world's most efficient airline in new rankings released by Cirium. The Cirium Flight Emissions Review ranks the top 20 airlines globally through a consistent benchmark for flight emissions. Wizz Air, the Hungary-based low-cost airline, emits an industry low of 53.9 grams of CO2 per available seat kilometer. Frontier is the most efficient airline in North America and the second most efficient in the world. Among the world's 10 largest airlines, as measured by total seat miles offered, Ryanair was the top emissions performer, emitting 63 grams of CO2 per available seat kilometer. The 4 U.S. airlines among the top 10 largest airlines ranked 2nd through 5th respectively, with Southwest leading the way, followed by Delta, American, and United. Southwest was the clear winner among the U.S. airlines with emissions of 68.9 grams per available seat kilometer. The other three airlines were bunched closely together, emitting between 74 and 75 grams of CO2 per seat kilometer. Now in news that impacts the travel industry. Qantas has confirmed that a third-party cybercriminal accessed one of their service platforms. About 6 million travelers have service records on the affected platform, and Qantas continues to investigate the proportion of the data that has been stolen. An initial review determined that the compromised data includes travelers' names, email addresses, phone numbers, date of birth, and frequent flyer numbers. Credit card details, personal financial information, and passport details are not held in the system, according to Qantas. No frequent flyer accounts were compromised, nor have passwords, PIN number, or login details been accessed. The airline put additional security measures in place and notified the Australian Cybersecurity Centre. Qantas said it has created a dedicated customer support line and page on its website to provide information to customers. The Qantas breach follows an incident last week that affected Hawaiian Airlines' IT systems and one on June 13th against WestJet. The latter event involved internal systems and the WestJet app. The U.S. Supreme Court declined to review American Airlines' appeal of a lower court ruling that dismantled its partnership with JetBlue, known as the Northeast Alliance. The ruling in May 2023 said that the agreement violated federal antitrust laws. The Supreme Court's decision to decline the appeal brings a formal end to a partnership that began in July 2020 when the airlines announced the deal. The U.S. Justice Department and 7 state attorney generals filed a civil antitrust suit in September 2021 against American and JetBlue after the U.S. Department of Transportation approved the alliance and the airlines had started code sharing in the following months. The airlines shared new routes and offered reciprocal benefits for loyalty program members. 2 major airlines are ending their decade-long loyalty program partnership. JetBlue has announced that its partnership with Hawaiian Airlines is coming to an end. JetBlue disclosed that the last date its True Blue loyalty members can earn and redeem points on Hawaiian flights is September 30th, 2025. While the booking deadline is this fall, travelers will have until the end of March 2026 to take the Hawaiian flight and benefit from the airline's partnership. On Hawaiian Airlines' website, June 30th, 2025 is the last day for its flyers to book partner award flights for travel dates up to February 2026. The Hawaiian Miles airline partnerships that the airline is discontinuing are with JetBlue, Virgin Australia, Virgin Atlantic, China Airlines, Japan Airlines, and Korean Air. Hawaiian and JetBlue had started their partnership back in 2012. Oman Air joined the Oneworld Alliance on July 1st and became the group's 15th member. Oneworld customers will have access to a network of destinations across Oman Air's global schedule, including the launch of a new nonstop between Muscat and Amsterdam. As a Oneworld Alliance member, Oman Air will offer Oneworld customers with Emerald, Sapphire, and Ruby status benefits, including earning and redeeming miles, lounge access, and priority check-in and boarding. In addition, Oman Air's top-tier customers will gain access to Oneworld priority benefits, which include nearly 700 airport lounges. Hyatt Hotels has agreed to sell the entire real estate portfolio it acquired from Playa Hotels and Resorts for an amount of $2 billion. The deal, which is expected to close before the end of the year, includes 15 all-inclusive resort properties across Mexico, Dominican Republic, and Jamaica. Following the sale, Hyatt will maintain operational control through a 50-year management agreement for 13 of the 15 properties. 2 properties will operate under separate arrangements. Hyatt said it would earn an additional $143 million if certain operating thresholds are met. Additionally, Hyatt reported that the transaction reduces its net purchase price for Playa's management business to approximately $555 million after asset sale proceeds. Hyatt's $2.6 billion acquisition of the Playa portfolio closed on June 17th. And now, news of new travel services and improvements. Condor Airlines said that it will add 3 new European nonstop routes from its Frankfurt hub, Barcelona, Budapest, and Venice. The additions come after Condor introduced 9 European destinations earlier this year. The new routes will operate with Airbus A320neo aircraft with inter-European short-haul flights in a 2-class configuration, Business and Economy. Scandinavian Airlines has agreed to acquire 45 E195 aircraft with an option for 10 more. The order is the largest direct purchase from a manufacturer for SAS since 1996. The first aircraft is scheduled for delivery in late 2027, with remaining deliveries to be extended over approximately 4 years. The value for the order is about $4 billion. The new aircraft will be used to optimize SAS's operations and enhance connectivity across Scandinavia and Europe. Turkish Airlines plans to launch, in March 2026, service between Istanbul and London Stansted Airport, making it the third gateway in London for the airline. Turkish Airlines will operate 14 weekly flights on that route. With the addition of Stansted, Turkish Airlines will operate at 6 airports in the UK, including London Heathrow, London Gatwick, Birmingham, Manchester, and Edinburgh. Now in some technology news. UK low-cost airline Jet2.com is making its content available through airline distribution platform Kyte. The third largest airline in the UK, behind EasyJet and British Airways, Jet2.com is a largely leisure airline that connects to 75 destinations in its 13 UK bases, including the Mediterranean, Europe, and the Canary Islands. The connection with Kyte will allow it to reach more travel sellers, including travel management companies and corporate booking tools. Jet2.com will be providing seats as well as all ancillaries through the Kyte platform. The content will also be available on Kyte's partner desktop solutions, including Air Gateway. BCD Travel is partnering with AI-powered corporate travel assistant SkyLink, integrating the technology into BCD's travel commerce platform. SkyLink integrates with enterprise chat channels such as Microsoft Teams and Slack so that travelers can, in a conversational style, shop, book, modify, and cancel reservations and get answers to questions about their travels, such as those concerning policy. With the integration into BCD's platform, SkyLink can be deployed into global travel programs, and all bookings are standardized and serviceable by BCD agents. BCD currently is making SkyLink available in its large-scale customers in North America, with plans to later add Europe and other markets. With that, thank you for joining us, and I would like to ask you to tune in again next week on Monday morning to get your weekly update. We hope that you will make this a regular part of your week and listen in while you're on the move or sitting back and sipping your coffee. You can subscribe to this podcast by searching Business Travel 360 on Apple or Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, or Pandora. Be sure to share this podcast with everyone you know so that they can also benefit from getting to know more about what's up in business travel. You can always find more information on businesstravel360.com. Have a great day and travel well.